Baby, I gotta go. I'm missing no good. I'm missing can't get it right. It's probably best that I'm not in life. I'm missing no good. I'm missing can't get it right. It's probably best that I'm not in life. This is your number one baby daddy, MrNoGood at MrNoGood.com. Y'all better know, niggas better be able to hear me by now, because I'm doing this straight through YouTube. That's right. I'm doing it straight through YouTube. I'm not using any kind of software, Streamlabs, that's messing up my sound and dampening my sound. So I got to reset my whole settings, sound settings on there. But that's one of theme songs I would like. I'd like to have a little song to play when I'm going on here. Maybe a little outro song too. But there's going to be more. I'm going to play another one next time. I don't know. This was going to be it, but it isn't now. There's another one I'm going to play. I'm going to play a couple of the more ignorant ones first, and then I'm going to play the one that I really like. But this one's good too. Can you hear me? Anybody in here type yes. Because a couple people left. So I don't know if it's me or if it's the microphone. Can you hear me? All right, good. Today's podcast is you can go from boo to who real quick. How it depends on how excited you are about something. That depends on how good of a job you do, how well your relationship goes, who gets voted in the office, etc. Oh, and before I do that, I want to give a shout out to me. I made some homemade hot sauce. This is habanero and jalapeno from my garden. I fermented the peppers for 2 weeks in a salt brine to give it a nice funky smell. That's a nice funky smell. I put in some garlic. Then I blended it up. And boy, if you got a problem with your bowels, take a spoonful of this on an empty stomach in the morning. Because that's when I tasted it. This hot sauce is fantastic. Then I got some leftover salt brine. See them pepper seeds in there. Because what you do is you chop the peppers coarsely, pour the salt brine over it, and let it ferment. But then when you get the salt brine, which is just salt water, the peppers soak into this water. So you can use this for greens, stew, gravy. You can put a little bite in your chili, maybe to thin it out a little bit if it's too thick. It's excellent. So next year I'm gonna grow a whole super crop of peppers. And my stomach is feeling it now because I ate some. All right. First of all, we're going to talk real quick about how I'm starting to get the feeling that Trump is going to win the 2020 election. Not because I think he's the better candidate, because they both old, senile white men. Ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just saying there's no enthusiasm on our side. Now, I can't show you the stuff since I'm going straight through YouTube. I can't show you the boat. Y'all saw the boat parade where like 4 boats sank in the water because all them boats for that Trump parade in the water sunk some of the boats. And that wasn't the only one because I live somewhere called Portage Lakes here in Ohio. This girl I went to elementary school with, white girl. Now she's up. She's married to a white dude who runs a wealth management fund. They live out there right on Portage Lakes with big panoramic windows, and they go out on the boats all the time. They go to Aruba all the time. They just live in the white dream. They had a little thing out there on Portage Lakes the same day for the Trump boat rally. They had Trump boats out here in Ohio. These boats sank in Texas. So if the boat sank in Texas and they had one in Ohio, they had to have had them nationwide. And the point I'm trying to make is, where are the Biden boats? Who's running around singing how great Joe Biden is? How many people, black or white, are voting for Joe Biden because they love Joe Biden or they love Kamala Harris, who graduated from Howard University? And that's the only reason I'm voting for Biden, is because he picked Kamala Harris. And I can't vote against black. Can't never do that. You always bet on black. You in the casino, you at the roulette table, you got a choice between odd and even. You can pick an individual number, which is 35-1. You can pick 4 corners. You can pick black or red. You can pick even or odd, I believe, and you can pick like 000. No, you can't even bid 000. That's how you lose, because it's statistically against you. You can bet 13 black, comes out 0. You don't win. But you always bet on black. That's what you do. So, since he went ahead and said that black people ain't black unless they vote for him, he better pick somebody black, and he did. So I'm going to be nice to my fellow Howard alumnus, Kamala Harris, even though I don't think it's going to be any better. In fact, I think it may get worse if Kamala Harris got in, because really she's going to be the president. He ain't. But I just think all I'm saying is, if she loses, I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to shed near tear if something happens to her. So I'm going to give you a story, quick story. Well, it may not be quick. About how enthusiasm can affect relationships. And we already know what's up with a job or a career. If you wake up every morning dreading to go, like, oh, I can't wait to get back home from work, and you ain't left yet, you're not gonna do your best at that job. You're not gonna have. Man, you thought Trump was gonna win until this weekend. What happened this weekend to make you think different? It's about energy. I feel certain amounts of energy. When I knew I didn't know Trump was gonna win the whole election. In 2016, I just knew that Trump was going to win Ohio because that's the energy that I felt. I haven't been able to feel it one way or the other here. Because the people that want to vote for Biden ain't excited, so they're not putting signs out. And people that want to vote for Trump don't want their stuff fucked up and a brick thrown through their car window or anything like that, so they're not putting out Trump signs. So now you don't know. Yeah, Candace Owens is... I don't discuss her here. But I appreciate the comment. So, just anything where you excited about the job, enjoy the job, you're going to do a better job. If you hate the job, you hate the people at the job, you dread going in, you're going to do whatever you have to do to barely get by. Just enough to get your check every 1 or 2 weeks. And if it's a shitty job, they probably paying you every 2 weeks. Or if it's a real shitty job, they paying you twice a month. Like on the 9th and the 24th of the month. That's a real shitty ass job. You don't want that. How they pay you is how much they respect you. They pay you once a week. Well, I work in union construction. You get paid every Friday. It ain't going to be no other way. You work handling MRDD community, the mentally disabled community, you're going to get paid every 2 weeks. You working at a call center because you just got out of jail and you a heroin addict, you're going to get paid on the 9th and the 24th. It depends on how much you get. When you get paid is a direct correlation to how much they respect you. Anything less than once a week, you got to look at them with the side eye, unless they paying you big money. They paying you big money. That's cool. If you getting $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, yeah, you can pay me once a month. That's not how it works. And it's the same thing with relationships. So, man, that's gray hair. That ain't even no piece of lint. That's gray hair right there. Boy, it's coming. I remember. All right. Y'all might remember. I made a podcast a while ago, well, a video. It was titled, I'm Lit in the Middle of the Night. I came home lit. I don't know what my CBD pen right now is. I was hitting my CBD pen. Where the hell is my CBD pen? Oh no. Oh, here it go. I was hitting my CBD pen and I was just getting more and more lit because I was drinking there at the place, and then I came home. I was lit and horny. So I was at this little get together, and there was this woman that I mentioned before, how she just got so much ass that I'm scared to hit it from the back. That one. So we had a little get together. I get there early. I'm eating my chicken or drinking my drink. She gets there after me, and I don't get there till like 10, maybe 10 o'clock, 9, maybe 9, at the earliest 9 o'clock. She get there later, maybe like 10:30, 10, 10:15, 10:30. Now, this woman, we've had sex before, raw sex. I've drank all her pussy juices. I got all that beneficial lactobacilli, the probiotic pussy. I done ate it all. Hit it, kissed her plenty times, hit it raw, busted hard up in her. And it's all good. So when I see her, I go to her house or we somewhere else where people ain't around. I just always palming her ass, always feeling on her thighs, always grabbing her hips. I was always kissing on her. Because that's just what I do. I'm touchy-feely. And there was no problem. Because there's excitement. Because anything new or ain't been dealt with in a long time is exciting. We go out to a little Italian restaurant, and I'm sitting up there and rubbing on the thigh, because I don't sit across. If we on a date and we going to eat, you going to sit next to me in a booth. So I can sit up there and eat, and I can talk to you, and I can rub on you, and your thighs, inside of your thighs available, I can rub on and do whatever when I'm waiting and while we drinking wine, everything. You have a whole, let me tell you something. If you want a date, get a booth and sit next to the person that you're on a date with. Do not sit across from them. Sit next to them. It will be a much better, more intimate dinner date if you sit if you sit in the same seat, sit next to each other. So we've done all this. I live around the corner from her. It's 10:49 right now. I'm walking around. I can walk to her house. Everything was good at first. And I'm not saying it's bad now, because it's not. Ain't nothing bad. I'm not mad at anybody. However, the excitement is gone. When you got somebody, you want to hear, if you excited about that person and they is excited about you, you're going to contact them at least once a day. You're going to put whatever your priority is, you're going to prioritize your time. So that person that you're excited about is going to fit into your schedule. So like I said, we went 8, been out, been sitting at the bar. She done had my dick in her hand in the bar, had her hand down my shorts, everything. That's how it's been. So we had this little get together. Now, I'm not trying to give away nothing. I'm not trying to let other niggas know, like, I'm not trying to put nothing out there like, yeah, I'm fucking you. I'm not going to put that out there. Hold on, let me close this vent. I really need to take a leak, but I'm going to hold it for right now. So we here at the little get together, and I'm not even trying to put it out there like that. Like there's others where, you know when you go to a get together and like most of the people at the get together know each other in some way. You see somebody, you give them a hug. You like them, you may talk to them over in the corner. It's whatever. Whoever you like, you gonna gravitate towards at that get together. Where if it's just sitting at the table, or if it's sitting at the bar, or if it's just wherever, you gonna gravitate towards who you fuck with at that get together. So she gets to the get together, sits down. I'm happy to see her. I'm talking to her now. I'm not grabbing on her hips. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not sitting up there grabbing her ass cheeks, kissing on her neck, rubbing her belly. I ain't doing nothing like that. I'm sitting down and she's sitting over there, right there. Like I'm at the, one of them long tables, picnic tables, some long tables. I was at one of the ends. I was at one of the ends of the tables and she was at that corner right there. So we talking. I forget what I was talking about, but I wasn't talking about nothing, and I wasn't trying to flirt with her. I wasn't trying to do anything like that. But when I talk, my hands just touch a little bit. And all I did, I can't even simulate it here because you can't see that down there in my thigh. But I was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And it was just subconscious. I was just touching her thigh. It wasn't like I was rubbing her thigh or grabbing her thigh or trying to go up inside near the crotch. I wasn't doing anything. I was way in the safe zone, just touching her thigh while I was talking. I was touching her left thigh, no, her right thigh. While I was talking, I wasn't trying to flirt. I wasn't trying to portray anything. I wasn't trying to do anything. So so I put my hand, I was just saying something, blah, 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 and I put my hand on the thigh. She moved my hand off her thigh. Just sweeped it real quick. It was real quick because I wasn't touching her hard. I wasn't grabbing her thigh or anything like I just said. I was just talking. It was just a light touch while I was just talking to her across from her. She just moved my hand away. Now, my front face was whatever. But way in the back of my mind, that was recorded. That means somebody around here who's looking. You worried about somebody around here who's looking. Because I didn't think nothing of it, and it was innocent. Move my hand off. But it was quick. It wasn't like forceful or anything. Since I was touching her lightly, it only took a light brush to get my hand off of her. And I thought about, okay. I'm not like the person that okay, that's hot sauce. But anyway, just move my hand and I'm not trying to do anything. Now on the flip side, there's a other woman that goes to these get-togethers that we all know. You know, she's just cool as hell. She's beautiful, nice body, exotic looking features, loves to drink, the life of the party, everything. Me and her have never fucked. I also live around the corner from her. I may see her at a get-together, the same get-together that the other one. I see her. We kiss each other in the mouth. We were sitting at the bar one time out there on the east side, Debonair's. We was at the outside bar. She had some lip gloss with a little gold glitter on it. She kissing me in the mouth. I got all gold glitter on me at the bar. We've never messed around yet. I see her. I'm sitting with a friend of mine who came from out of town. We just sitting up there chilling. And she bisexual. So I see homegirl walk by, grab her up, put my hand, cup her ass, and I'm grabbing her ass cheek while I'm talking to her at the bar in public. There's been times we went somewhere and I've literally had my hand under her dress, cupping her bare ass cheeks, all up in there in my hand. But sometimes you get a little drunk. One time we had to hold her up a little bit, but she cool as hell. She was all right. I was like, oh, let me help you. Let me help you. Oh. But she cool with it. It ain't no problem. She ain't worried about nobody looking. And when I was sitting up there cupping her ass at the bar, whatever nigga that she was talking to at the time, he happened to walk up. And so I give her the peace out, and then I'm continue talking to my friend who came from out of town. Later on, when we going out, I don't know why me and her ended up separated, me and the one from out of town, but we had to get up because I was her ride. But anyway, I saw the party girl, and she said, that ain't my man. Straight off the rip. That is not my man. And I had to respect her for that. She likes to go out and party. I wouldn't mind banging her, but I ain't trying to chase her because I ain't got that kind of energy. She's down with it. I'm down with it. It's just never happened yet. And if we see each other in public, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to get a kiss on the lips. I'm going to get 2 handfuls of ass and a big hug. But this woman that I'm fucking, move my hand away. Just when I'm touching on the thigh, that's the lack of enthusiasm. Y'all heard me on that podcast, talking on the phone. I'm horny, everything. My balls wound up. She said, hey, oh, I'm sorry. I went to sleep. You don't go to sleep. You right around the corner. You call a nigga. You ain't sleep. You can't be that sleep. Fine. Then I say, hey, next few days later, after the weekend's over, and I got to go to work all week. Then she calls and says, I want to wet your beard. Yeah, okay. Next weekend, I want to wet your beard. Okay. Let's see if you sipping with your girls next weekend. Okay. My dick ain't gonna get wet unless I'm up in you. Next weekend comes, Friday night, somebody else on my page having a celebration, taking pictures, doing whatever. There she go in a mask with her girls. Then the next day I don't hear from her. Then this week I ain't heard from her. You know what? My excitement is gone. Her excitement is gone. What's up, Jay Good and KO? Her excitement is gone. That's nobody's fault. It's that the excitement is gone. It ain't meant to be. I'm not saying I won't deal with her ever again, because I probably will. She's right around the corner. But if you don't plan your day, your weekend around who you supposed to be excited about, it ain't gonna work. You always got to worry about, you always have to worry about excitement. If somebody ain't excited to see you, if you wake up every day, I wonder what Julie's doing. What's Julie doing? Good morning, Julie. How's your work day going, Julie? And she like, hey, Tyrone, what's going on? If that, you don't get that excitement, you don't give that excitement. Now y'all seen the other. Man, I really gotta piss. But this is a video and a podcast, so I gotta hold it. If it gets too bad, then I'm just gonna have to take a break. And yes, I'm ingesting more liquid. The one that I was just talking about, the one I said built like a fertility statue. Remember how excited I was when I met her at the gas station? Remember how excited she was when she had me come through to the house and watch a little movie? Remember how excited we both was when she knows I do YouTube, and then I found out she did YouTube too. I'm like, well, this is exciting. She's young, 15. I forget, 15 years younger than me, 16 years younger than me. Got 4 jobs. How exciting. But when you work 4 jobs, you ain't got time for much else. And only a bitch ass nigga would complain that a woman works too much. Don't ever complain that your woman works too much. especially if you're already married to her. If you think she works too much, you know what's going to tell her that she works too much? Her body. And this woman's body is telling her that she's working too much. Yes, if you're working 6 days a week and you got 4 jobs, you're going to be exhausted. However, the excitement, she be about to pass out in the bed. She woozy. I just wanted to say good night. I'm about to pass out, but oh, good night. All right, good night, babe. Oh, good night. You know what she do now? She just go to sleep. Today is Labor Day. Texted her because this is what she did. She worked her job during the week. Like I said, she's a kindergarten teacher, an LPN, licensed practical nurse, a nanny, and a tutor. So she worked a regular job. She didn't have to work as the LPN this past weekend. But you know, when you in a hospital working as an LPN, you are doing the work. The RNs are the ones that delegate the work. They delegate the work to the LPNs, and then the LPNs delegate the real shit work to the nurses' aides, STNAs. So she ain't delegating, she doing the work. So you work all week, and then you work on weekends, third shift at a hospital where you the LPN, where they telling you what to do and you doing all the work. Then you got to deal with these families and you nannying and all that. You ain't going to have time. You always going to be tired. But you better have some enthusiasm. You better have some excitement. If I call you, I'm saying, what's up? You returning the calls here and there, but I already see it. It's already on the decline. Now she can pick it back up. I know she's tired, and I'm not going to discriminate against anybody who is working, not out there hoeing, doing whatever. If they working, I'll work with you. However, if you want to work 6 days a week and 4 jobs, and it's Friday night, and I worked hard all week, and my balls are tight and wound up, I'm not going to wait on you. That is my right. I am 49 years old. Hey, poor politicking. I'm 49 years old. I ain't got time to wait, and I ain't got time to waste. If my balls are wound out, I want to get that nut out now. I ain't waiting on no philosophical shit. My balls are tight. That's the only thing that matters, and they need to get softened up again. They need to get released. And if we just dating, we just feeling out, experimenting, that's fine. Since we feeling out, experimenting, I can still go out and give me some ass. I'm not gonna sit up there and not get no ass. Dating, I ain't seen her in 2 weeks. What I'm supposed to do? This is the last time I hit her. She said, I'm super exhausted to the point where I can barely function. I haven't felt this way in a while. I'm currently nannying and can't wait to go home and sleep. So glad I'm off Monday. Didn't I tell you I had bad luck with women? What I did say initially, soon as I meet a woman, her car break down. But that's not the only thing. Soon as I meet a woman, her car break down or she gets ill. Those are the two things that I meant to say. It ain't just your car breaking down or you having a financial emergency, because she ain't got no financial emergency. She makes money. But as soon as I meet a woman, man, somehow they exhausted. But if you live around the corner, you pick up that phone, you send a text before you pass out. You say, hey, come around the corner and say hi. Give me a little back rub so I can go to sleep. Then you can go back home. But when you don't have the excitement, everything goes downhill. And that's the point I'm making. I'm not excited about Kamala Harris. I don't think anything will get better if Trump gets voted out of office and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are up in there. I do not think anything will get better. It will not. And you niggas know it too. It will not get better. We're just going to go back to the same old canned political statements, spin, saying what you don't mean. Yeah, Trump is an idiot, but he lets you know he says is idiotic shit right off the cuff. And if you think he's an idiot or you think he's Jesus, it don't matter. He says what the hell he feels like. That's what I do here. I say what the hell I feel like. That's what I appreciated about the whole thing. Say it what it is. Speak how you feel. Even if you feel fucked up, at least we know how you feel. He says it, you feel it, and you know what's up. That's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm almost on 45 minutes. But what y'all need to do, I can't show you. But my last podcast, it was called PCP. Well, my last video and podcast was called PCP is a hell of a drug. But it was messing up on YouTube and there was no sound. But if you go to my Patreon, you'll get a link to it. I had the Audacity going, so the podcast came out all right. But hit that Patreon, hit the Cash App if you want to. I want you to hit the Patreon before anything because it's only $5. It's the cheapest option for that you have to support me, and you get something for that $5. If you send me Cash App, you're going to get nothing from it but a thanks. PayPal, nothing but a thanks. You get the Patreon, you can get to something where if I messed up on the video, the podcast will show up. Or I do exclusive podcasts on there also, and video for y'all. I like talking to y'all, and I want y'all to come to the Patreon and join. It's $5. That's all I'm asking you to spend is $5. Fuck everything else. Fuck the PayPal. Fuck the Cash App. Fuck You can still send something to P.O. Box because I like it. I can't wait till my cheese gets here. But what I want you to do more than anything, what's most important to me, is that you support me over on Patreon, and you'll see the link in the description and on MrNoGood.com. You go there, you pay $5, and you get access to everything that I've ever done for $5. I got a whole bunch of these stickers here I showed y'all before. What I do is I go to liquor stores and stuff like that, drive-thrus. I have the MrNoGood. I have it .com. I have MrNoGood. Then I put .com. Got my phone number on there. Put it in the liquor stores. Put one over in my baby mama's stairwell up in Niggerville. I've done all that. And I want y'all to call or text me 330-536-3706 and say what's on your mind, man. Say what's on your mind. These going to be all over Akron. I'm going to do it till I run out this pack. Then I'm going to go get some more. I'm going to get some flyers. I'm going to get some stickers. And everywhere I go, I'm going to stick something or place something there talking about MrNoGood.com. Because this can really work. If you want a MrNoGood.com sticker, send $5, cash or money order, to MrNoGood at P.O. Box 8361, Akron, Ohio 44320. And I will send you a thank you card, a thank you note, personalized written thank you note with a MrNoGood sticker. It's not going to have the writing on it or anything like that. I'm not going to fuck it up. So especially if you're a construction worker, put this on your hard hat. Let them see this black nigga on your hard hat. Mine's on the front. So as soon as I see you, you see a big black nigga with a bow tie, devil's horns, and an angel's halo. Nobody got this. There's only one other union construction person I know, and that's a cement mason who has this sticker. Who is a nice looking lady in that video. That's my home girl. I've known her since childhood. She's cool as hell. That's why I really wanted that video to work out, but I messed up. I don't know what's going on. I got Prime on my Streamlabs, and I don't know what's going on. I gotta fix it, the sound. But I had it just fine. Oh, she's cute. She has a beautiful body. Bisexual. Understands a nigga. She cool as hell. Smooth skin. Her grandparents played with my grandparents. She cool as hell. Fun to be around. All that. And she's like a year or two older than me. And you know, I don't like old women. But when you got a body like that, it's okay. If you're going to be 50, don't be built like you 50. And she ain't. She has a beautiful body. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. Maybe the next one will be on the Patreon. I don't know. But I'm done for today. Talked 50 minutes is all good. I think this was a good podcast and video. But I'm going to keep cranking these joints out. And I'm going to work on this sound. I don't understand it. I'm going to reset everything. So it has to be completely quiet in here because I got filters on it and all this kind of stuff. I'm just going to give you raw audio, me talking in the microphone. Because obviously the software can't handle it. Baby, I gotta go. Mr. Can't get it right. It's probably best that I'm not in your life. I'm Mr. No Good. I'm Mr. Can't get it right. It's probably best that I can't be in your life. CBD, baby. It's the wave. I'll see you niggas next time. Thank you, Jay Good. Put that sticker on that joint. Good for phone cases, too. And I will see you motherfuckers later.
Mario, come stai? No good. Mario.